So I just came from Dollar General and I realized that every single time I go inside of there, this lady is always in there by herself. Now, originally I thought the lady had a really nasty attitude because every time I would come in there in the morning times, she wouldn't speak or anything. And this morning I finally decided to have a conversation with her, and she's actually really nice. And I talked to her for a good minute sitting inside the store. But I asked her, like, are you generally inside the store by yourself? And I was kind of afraid to ask that question because I didn't want her to think that I was setting her up or anything. But I was like, are you generally in here by yourself? And she was like, yeah, most of the time I am in here by myself. And I was like, okay, well, at least the least that they can do is get a man in here, to be able to, just in case something happens, because if you're always in the back, doing stocking and stuff, then somebody comes inside and you're not able to pay attention, they need a man in here. And she said, psh. And she was just like, nowadays men are built differently. And I got a chance to understand exactly what she was saying. But she was basically saying that she's had several instances in which she's been in a store with a man and somebody has come in there and done stuff and the man runs before her, meaning like not like somebody held her at gunpoint or anything like that, but the fact that she had to say that men nowadays are built differently and like you can't even look to them for protection anymore, even, in being a woman and being in there by yourself and having to like take on that responsibility to say, it ain't no point in having a man in here because he's going to run off before I do anyway, so what's the point? But I think that's very sad because I had to agree. Men nowadays are built much differently than they were before. And again, that's not to say that, people shouldn't, make sure that they're protected or make sure that they're safe because they want to go home to their families too. But the fact is that for a woman to feel like, she would be able to take that on even while having a man there is ridiculous. So I just thought that was extremely crazy.